Just about 5 to 10 minutes away from where I live, fields of wild iris grow during the month of June. It is so beautiful and I look forward to it every single year. So this year I decided I wanted to paint some using my watercolors. Of course, in preparation for this amazing painting, we need to have a little sketch or drawing of them first. So today let's go over step by step how to draw these wild iris. And then next week we'll be all ready to paint them. And let me tell you, this is a painting you are going to want to try. Now, if you are planning on painting with me next week, you can just draw this directly onto your watercolor paper, or if you're like me and you need to erase a lot while you draw, then you can draw it on some sketch paper or printer paper, and then when your drawing is how you like, you can trace it onto your watercolor paper later. Because I do erase a lot while I draw, I have already lightly drawn this iris with a pencil. And because my lines are a little bit hard to see, I'm going to go over this again with a thin Sharpie marker and step-by-step instructions. So first, let's draw a 3-pointed star shape here for the iris bloom to come out from. I'm positioning this below the halfway mark and slightly to the left side on the page. And now I'll make this shape again for another iris bloom, this time up above the halfway point and more to the right. Next, let's draw some petals stemming from the star shapes, which for the most part will be drawn in groups of 3. This first set of 3 will be a little smaller, curving out and around with slightly ruffled edges. Now I'll make another set of 3 petals, with the first and last 2 petals being slightly longer than the others I've drawn so far. For the last set of 3 petals, we'll make these a little wider or more fluffy. We'll start the first one on the left side, coming down from underneath the other petals and then finishing up at the star point. And since these last 3 petals are the feature point of this flower, we'll be adding a little patch here that will be painted yellow next week called the signal. Then I'll also add some vein lines on these larger petals as well. This petal here is sort of in the background, so the yellow patch is going to be covered, but I am still going to add the vein lines. Now let's draw this second iris in a similar way, starting with 3 petals again, stemming out from the star point. I'll add 2 more long, thin petals, more in the background, with the second one being drawn behind the first. Now I'll add in the 3 fluffy main petals, starting with the one in the back. Now I'm just mentally connecting some of these lines here, but if you need to, you can draw the full petal and erase those lines that shouldn't be seen later. And then again, I'll add in some vein lines on this petal. Now for this petal here, it might be fun to make it look folded. So after the main shape of the petal is drawn, add a curved line through the center. Then add in the yellow signal patch and the vein lines. If you're enjoying or finding this video helpful so far, I hope that you'll consider subscribing if you haven't already so you don't miss out on more step-by-step drawing and painting tutorials. All right, now let's add in the stem and some little leaf-looking shapes called the spathe, or the section in which the flower has bloomed from. Now on this iris, along with the spathe, I'm also going to draw in a secondary bud shooting out from it as well. Congratulations! The main flowers are done and drawn. Now I'm going to add a few more buds to the background just to add to and balance out my composition. To do these, I start by drawing the bud shape followed by some vein lines. Then I'll add in the spathe for the bud to shoot out from, as well as any secondary buds that I might want to add. And then I'll finish it off with the stem spreading out to the ground. And that's it for this drawing. Some lovely wild iris and buds all ready to be painted. Make sure you don't miss out on next week's tutorial where I will show you step by step how to paint these beautiful flowers. Thanks so much for watching today. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please consider subscribing to my channel so I can continue to help you discover your artistic side.